Well, of course, people thought I was crazy. My friends know I'm crazy. So, but they've always known me to be, a little different.
Daryl Davis is a professional musician. As a performer and a recording artist, he's had considerable success in his musical career. But it's his hobby that makes him unusual.
This is a Klan robe, and this particular robe, as you can see, belonged to an officer in the Klan, as designated by the stripes on the sleeves.
Daryl Davis is obsessed with the Ku Klux Klan.
This is the hood and the mask. Now,
and his preoccupation doesn't end with reading books and collecting paraphernalia. Daryl Davis's relationship with the Klan began some years back when Davis met a white man in a bar where he was playing.
One time this guy came over to me and said, "Hey man, I never heard a black man play like Jerry Lee Lewis." And I proceeded to tell him where Jerry Lee had learned that style. So he was kind of incredulous about it, but he wanted to buy me a drink. And so I sat down at his table and I had a cranberry juice with him. He says, "This is the first time I ever had a drink with a black man." And I thought, it's kind of odd. So I said, "Why?" And he snickered. And his buddy said, "Tell him." And I said, "Tell me what?" And he said, "I'm a member of the Ku Klux Klan." And I started laughing, because I thought, this guy's pulling a joke on me.
It was no joke. And from that moment on, Davis's fascination with the KKK grew.
I never set out to make friends with anybody. I simply set out to gather information, to try to understand why people thought this way. And what had happened was this. To make a long story short, I found out who the Klan leader was here in my home state.
Davis contacted Imperial Wizard Roger Kelly of Maryland and arranged to meet him. The meeting turned into a surprisingly cordial 2.5-hour interview. That experience launched Davis on a bizarre odyssey recounted in his book, Clandestine Relationships. He spent several years interviewing dozens of Klansmen and did more than just satisfy his own curiosity.
The most important thing that I gained from dealing with members of the Klan was that while you are actively learning about somebody else, you are passively teaching them about yourself. 11 or 12 members of various Klan groups have quit their organizations as a result of getting to know me. Some have given me their robes and their hoods, their certificates of membership, their medallions, their, whatever. And I'm very proud to have those things. Racism is a cancer. You must treat it when you find the symptoms of it, otherwise it will spread, which is why it's still here in this country. So I've chosen to treat it in my own way, and I've had some good results. I have robes and hoods hanging in my closet, people who've changed and who have influenced others to change. That's what I've done to improve race relations. What have you done?
It's hard to imagine anything more astonishing than an African American with a closet full of Klan robes. But there's an even more unexpected thing that came of this brave quest: friendship. Daryl Davis and Imperial Wizard Roger Kelly have become so close that in 1997, Kelly named Davis godfather of his baby daughter.
People say, well, how can you be friends with somebody who's still in the Klan? Well, I take away, that element of racism. I don't agree with how they believe. And certainly, if they commit any acts that I would disapprove of, and I find out about it, no, I wouldn't be their friend. But if they want to have those beliefs, that's fine. I mean, we all have different beliefs. Like, you may have friends who agree on abortion. You have friends who don't agree on abortion. But you can still be friends with them, regardless of what your belief is.
Daryl Davis is proof that the real experts on what we call race are not scientists, but ordinary people who tackle it in everyday life. The truth about race will never be found in our blood or DNA. But where science leaves off, poetry goes to the heart of the matter.